Bev Flanagan here, and welcome to the next episode of the BFF Show. Now, today is all about Chat GPT. Now, you might have heard about this a lot. It's going around all on social media, etc. And I think it's been on the news and stuff. You might already be using it. You might have just heard of it and you're not using it. So I'm here today to show you all about it and how I've been using it. So just a disclaimer, I'm not an expert in Chat GPT, but I've been using it, like I've said, and it's really, really, really useful. It's a very useful tool. You can use it as your personal assistant, and there's many ways that you can use it to help you save time and improve efficiency in your business. So Chat GPT, what is it? So it's an AI tool. So it's an artificial intelligence tool. There's a free version, and there's also a paid version. I'm going to show you all about the free version. So I think the paid version, I think it's $20 a month. But I'm not on that. Everything I've done so far has been perfect. It's not stopped me from doing anything at all. It's not restricted me in any way. So the free version is pretty good. The only limitation really with the free version is sometimes if it gets really busy and there's a lot of people searching online on ChatGPT, it does stall a little bit and you've got to wait sort of your turn until it comes back. I've only experienced that once in the last maybe 6-7 months that I've been using it. Well, I've been using it for a good few months now. So I'm going to show you a few things. So a couple of rules though that you should know with ChatGPT. You might have heard a lot of people using it for social media posts, and it's really good for that. And I'm going to show you how that can help you with your social media for your business. But don't just copy and paste it. You can tell a ChatGPT post a mile off where someone's just copied and pasted it. There's lots of emojis. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with emojis. I always use emojis, but it's got a certain format of how it produces social media posts for you. So, and plus as well, you know, it's not your language style. It's very clever. The more you use it, the more intelligent it gets, the more it understands how you are, how you speak, how you write, etc. So the more you use it, the better it gets. But it's still an AI tool. So you need to add that personal touch if you're going to use it for, you know, broadcasting about your business online, etc. You can ask it technical questions as well, which I'll show you in a sec on some of these examples. But please always check it. If you're asking it, for example, a complex tax question, make sure you check it first, because, you know, they're not saying that everything is absolutely correct in there. And I would hate for you to use it. And maybe if you're an accountant, ask it a tax question and then you copy and paste that to your client and it'd be wrong. So always make sure you check it as well. Like I said, the more information, the better. And yeah, it's just so brilliant. You can use it in many, many different ways. So I'm going to stop chatting and I'm going to start to show you what it looks like. So just bear with me and I will share my screen. I might have to put my glasses on for this. Right, we're here. So fingers crossed you can see my screen. Let me just look at my screen to make sure you can see it. Yes, you can. Right, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I've already mentioned about social media, and a lot of people use it for social media, a social media tool to help you with gaining a bit of you know, momentum in what posts you can post on your social media platforms, such as Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc., Facebook. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an example of this. So you might be thinking, I ain't got a clue what to post tomorrow. Never mind tomorrow. What about having a plan for the next 30 days? So if I'm just going to copy and paste this. Otherwise, if I type everything up, it's going to take me a long time. So I'm going to say in here, just let me take a step back. I'm an accountant. If you don't know me, I'm an accountant. I've been an accountant for a long time. So some of these questions, some of these scenarios in here are accountancy based, as if I'm an accountancy based business. But I know a lot of business owners are watching this right now. So I'm going to mix it up a bit and put some other trades in there as well, like this one. So I've asked ChatGPT, I'm a UK-based electrician. Can you create me a 30-day social media content calendar? Boom. Can you see what it's doing right now? It's going through and it's giving me a 30-day social media content. So it's saying week 1, look how nice it is as well. Look how polite. Of course, I'd be happy to help you to create a 30-day social media content calendar for your UK-based electrician business. So here's a mix of ideas. So these are just examples of what Chat GPT thinks that we can use if I'm an electrician, I run an electrician business, and it's going to give me some examples of what I can do for 30 days. So it's saying week 1, let's create some educational content. It's giving it 1 to 5 there. So Monday to Friday posts. So the first one, introduce yourself in the business, blah, blah, blah. Week 2, behind the scenes and projects, tips and tricks. Week 3, community engagement or promotions, and then industry news and inspiration. So for example, so that's brilliant. It's given us a starting point of a 30-day calendar for your social media. So no more thinking, I've done a post today, I ain't got a clue what I'm going to post tomorrow. This is giving you a full 30 days worth. So, for example, let's choose one. I mean, I don't know nothing about electrics, but let's have a little go. Let's have a little look. Share an article or a news piece about the latest trends in energy efficient technologies. So, excuse me, we've got the base of each day here, but if I don't know still what to write when I get to day 21, you can then go back in this chat and ask it. So ask it to elaborate on that. So let's just copy and paste that bit at the bottom where it says send message. So I'm going to put please see, I'm still polite. I know it's AI, but I'm still polite saying please. You don't have to, by the way. Please write me an article or news piece about the latest trends in energy efficient technologies. Let's press that button right at the bottom. That should be doing that now. There you go. So it's now writing me an article about that piece that on day 21 that it said you should write an article about energy efficient technologies. So it's giving me stuff about smart homes, renewable energy storage solutions, etc., etc. Look at what it's done. Now I might think, you know what, that's a little bit too long. I only want a LinkedIn post that's really, really long. So then what you can do, and you can say to it, you can say, make this shorter, please, because I'm polite. Enter. Right. So you can see all that there. Step 1 to 6 that is giving you as an example. Let's have a little look. So it's still done. Oh, it's given us 7 now, actually. But can you see it's condensed each section down? So it's still got a paragraph. Sorry, it's got a sentence now under each heading rather than a big paragraph. So that's perfect. Right. So you can see that is an example of a 30-day social media calendar for an electrician business. You could do that for any business. If you're an accountant, if you're a beauty salon, if you're a dog groomer, if you sell beds and furniture, whatever it is that you are in business, you already know. This is not a session for me to tell you that you need to be on social media. You need to be on social media. You've got no excuses now not to be on social media, because that will help you to generate ideas and posts for your social media. Again, don't just copy and paste. Make it a bit more personal to you, but you've got that starting point. I could talk about just this one all night, but I've got loads more to show you. So that's the first example. And by the way, if you have any questions, please pop them in the chat box and I'll answer them as much as I can. Or if you can think of any examples that you might want to use in your business while we're live online, pop it in the chat box and I'll run it through now with Chat GPT. Okay. Oh, just before I got to move on. So you can see this column on the left-hand side here, this black column and all the separate ones. So these are all the searches that I've previously done. So if this one here that says UK electrician, you can carry on within that particular chat if it's relating to that same subject. But each time you do something different, a different subject, I always do a new chat where it says it there on the top left, new chat. It's easier that way and it doesn't confuse ChatGPT. Also, it saves it under the heading. So I can see then if I needed to go back for this example, this 30-day social media content calendar, I can see it there on the left-hand side and I can just go straight to it and I know exactly where I am. You can also copy and paste it. So if you see my mouse here, see the thumbs up and the thumbs down. To the left of it, there's a little clipboard that copies it and then you can paste it into a Word document, Excel, or anything like that. Canva, if you use Canva as well. I use Canva a lot with ChatGPT. Let me do the other one. So another example then is using, search engine optimization. So you might struggle to think, what keywords do I need to put on my post as well? Or it could be for a website that you're building. So let's ask it the question, what keywords should I use in a blog post about coffee filters, for example, to maximize SEO? Now, this could be, again, anything. This could be any industry and any business. So you can see literally immediately within seconds, it's telling me about how to optimize a blog post with the SEO. And have a look at these suggestions here. It's giving us 20 suggestions of keywords where if you run coffee filters as a business, that they're the suggestions that it thinks that you should consider incorporating into your keywords. So again, never short of ideas, Chat GPT. So far we've done the calendar, social media calendar, and we've done some SEO optimized keywords. Next one, this is quite good. So what it can do, well, it's all quite good. Let me just copy and paste this one in here. Right, let's do a new chat. The next one. So if you're like me and you're a business owner and you consistently are expanding your business knowledge and your business brain and you're reading a lot of books. Now, this is not a substitute for reading books by no means, but if somebody's told you a book and said, oh, Beth, that's a really good book I've just read, but you've not really got time to read it, Chat GPT can summarize a book for you if you put the name in here. So if you see what I put on the bottom there, I've asked it, can you summarize the book Think and Grow Rich? That's by Napoleon Hill, if you don't know. Give me an outline of the most important concepts of this book. Right, literally, see that, less than 1 second. And it tells you exactly what it is. It's a personal development book. And let me just go in too fast for me. And a self-help book written by Napoleon Hill, as I just said, first published in 1937. It focuses on achieving success, wealth, and personal growth. And then it outlines, I mean, I don't know how many chapters or pages that book's got. I have read it, but a long time ago. And it's a very good book, by the way. But it's summarizing it. So that's the whole book there, but in summary. So can you see it's summarized it in 12 points? It talks about desire, the starting point of achievement, going on to faith, programming your subconscious mind, etc., etc. So social media content calendar, SEO keywords, and now it can summarize whole books for you in an instant. So then if you were thinking, you know what, Beth suggested I read that book. Let's just have a little look in ChatGPT, summarize it for me, please. And then from this, you can then decide if it's worth your while, if you want to spend the time reading that book. For me, you should do, because look, there are good subjects in there. Right, okay, next one. As you can see, it's so powerful what it can do for you. Now I want to ask it to prepare me a PowerPoint presentation. So let me just go onto a new chat. Because the first one I did this and I thought, there's no way it can do this. So I've asked it, can you prepare me a PowerPoint presentation about the greenhouse effect? I told you these were random subjects, sorry, but it just covers a few things rather than me banging on about accountancy all night, which is good, by the way, if I banged on about accountancy. But anyway, can you prepare me a PowerPoint presentation of the greenhouse effect? So as it says here, it can't directly create your slides in PowerPoint, but what it can do is it can give you summaries of what it thinks would be helpful for you to put on a slide. So if you were doing a presentation about greenhouse effect to potential clients, or you're doing a seminar or something like that, and you don't know where to start, look at this. It's giving you 14 PowerPoint slides, and it's giving you key summaries for each slide. I mean, if you don't find that amazing, you know, I don't know what will. That's perfect. That is such a good starting point if you've got a presentation. Again, you can adapt this for any presentation that you've got coming up for it to give you that starting point. It's just really, really clever. Right, let's have a look at something else that you can do, because I've got loads of different scenarios. Right, okay. So this next one is a business. So let me, the more specific you are, when you're asking the questions, the better suited the answers ChatGPT will give you, if that makes sense. Let me just paste that in there. Let me just double check we've not got no questions. Let me have a little look. Oh, I've got Trade Screening Club. Hi, good evening. Good evening. Got any questions? Please pop them in if you don't mind, and I will answer them for you while we're on the live. Okay, so I'm just pretending here. I'm a finance director for a UK IT business, and I need to create a credit control process and procedures for chasing overdue debts, which is to include 3 emails that follow each other, starting with the first email that I can email as soon as an invoice is overdue. Spelled incorrectly. And then can you write me the 3 professional emails that I can send to my clients that owe us money, where each email is a little more forceful than the previous one? So, I've just pretended to be a finance director for a UK IT business. This could be any business. So this could be your business right now. If you're struggling to get monies in and you've not got a credit control procedure, this is going to help you. So you're going to write 3 letters. It's going to prepare, well, I hope it is. It's going to prepare you 3 professional emails, and each time, so like if you send the first one, and if the company ignores you or whatever, you've then got another one that's a little bit harsher, and then you've got another one which is a little bit more harsher as well. So let's see what Chat GPT can do and how quick it's going to be. Okay, it's reading it. It's a little bit longer this time, so that's why it's thinking about it, because I put more detail in, but literally less than 5 seconds. So now look what he's doing here. He's giving you an email 1. See, it's quicker than I can scroll up. Email 1 is giving you the subject. It's giving you the client's name. So you've got the placeholder there that you can then put your client's name in, the invoice numbers, etc. It's saying, I trust this email finds you well. We value your partnership with your esteemed company and appreciate your business. Now, I appreciate you might not use the word esteemed company, but again, this is just a starting point. However, I wanted to bring to your attention that invoice blah, blah, blah is now blah, blah, blah days overdue. So we understand sometimes there might be some unforeseen delays, but please can you pay us? So it's quite polite. Then let's have a look. So we asked it to do 3. Then it's got another one here, which is so the first one is saying is a reminder. The second one it's saying is a firm reminder. So it's basically saying, despite you sending you an email, you're ignoring it basically, and you now need to take steps as soon as possible. It's actually saying there within 5 business days, which you can then, decide for yourself if you want to keep that. And then it's got a third one, which is the final notice. Hope this reaches you well. And then it now tells you, look, this is now, in Bev words, this is now saying, look, you're taking the mickey now. You need to pay, otherwise we're going to take you to court or whatever. This is the final notice. We're not going to chase you again. We're going to take further action. Now, I don't know about you, but I could not have written those 3 emails in less than 5 seconds. And some of the terminology in there as well, I might not have thought of. So it's really useful. It really, really is. Again, don't just copy and paste it. You can tweak it, but it's just such a good starting point. Another thing to notice as well, sometimes it types in American, like prioritize with a Z. Again, another reason not to copy and paste it. So that's amazing. 3 emails. So you've got a full credit control procedure there, more or less, in less than 5 seconds. Perfect. Let's have a look at something else you can do then. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to give this, let me just copy and paste the next one. I'm going to do a new chat, paste it. Now what I'm saying is, can you create me a tick list I can give to my UK business clients to find out where they are with all aspects of running a business? Now you can see I've said a tick list in here, and this is exactly what he's done. He's given me the tick boxes, so you can actually copy this, and that copy function that I showed you before, you can put that into a Word document, save that then as a PDF so your clients can't edit it, and send that to your clients. And you can ask, look, right, okay, so this could be really useful for an accountant, for example, or a business coach like I am now. So business operations, what are your business goals and objectives? Are they clearly defined and communicated? Financial management, is your accounting system accurate and up to date? I hope so, being an accountant. Marketing and sales, is your target market clearly identified and understood? Are your marketing efforts aligned with your target audience? Customer relations, human resources, legal, technology, strategic planning, social and environmental policy. I mean, seriously, that's brilliant that's done that again in less than a few seconds. It's just amazing. So like I said, these are just examples of how you could use this in your business. So you don't have to do you don't have to type the same as what I put. Obviously, give me a tick list for my clients to see where they're at. You could create a tick list for anything for your business clients. no matter what that could be. Let's have a little look at this. You can also use it for information as well. So let me do this one in here. I've got it on another screen so that I can copy and paste. Otherwise, it would have took me ages to type all these out. So please bear with me in between the scenarios. So now the next question. So I want to get a bit of information. I'm a new business owner, and for example, and I want to know what the struggles are so I can avoid them. So I've asked Chat GPT, I'm just about to start a new business in the UK. See, I always put the UK so it can reference it as local, you know, for me, because I'm in the UK. What do startups struggle with within the first couple of years of business? And you can see it says starting a business can be exciting. Yes, it is. But here are some of the challenges that most business owners face. And it's given me 14 different areas of what a new business could be challenged with. So limited resources, financial, technology, marketing, hiring people, etc. Cash flow, obviously, as it says there, absolutely crucial. Understanding your market, understanding the competition, how to scale and grow, acquiring customers through marketing, hiring and talent management, so staff and team, how do you develop your products, regulations, or the different regulations that you have to go through depending on what industry or business that you're in. Founder fatigue. Yes, as it says there, the founders of a startup often wear multiple hats and work long hours. This can lead to burnout and fatigue if not managed properly. Absolutely, it's really got that nailed. Uncertainty. Yeah, it's definitely uncertain when you've started a business. You don't know what the future's going to hold for you because you've got no past history to rely on. Networking and partnerships, lack of experience, adapting to changes. So this time I've twisted it round. So I've not asked for the positives, I've asked for the negatives. So therefore I can use that in my business plan of a new business to help me to make sure that I'm not going to struggle with these pitfalls. So again, that's brilliant. And it took seconds. Now, the next one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a profit and loss account. So if you're a business owner, you'll know what a profit and loss account is. It shows your income, your revenue, your turnover, whichever way you want to call it, minus all your cost of sales and your expenses, giving you your profit or a loss. Usually you'll prepare this in either, well, if you're not got a cloud-based accountant or you're not doing it yourself, you might do it in Excel. I advise you not to do it in Excel, or you could do it in QuickBooks, Xero, Free Agent, etc., etc. Now, a disclaimer here: if you're going to do this, do not put your company name in Chat GPT, because it's been said that GDPR. It's not said that whether it's completely compliant yet. So please don't put any sensitive information in there. So by all means, you can put a profit and loss account and some accounts in there, but just take the name off. So if you were downloading a P&L for QuickBooks, for example, you can download it into Excel and then just take the name off the top and then upload that into ChatGPT. So what I'm going to ask it now is I'm going to say, new chat, can you analyze the following profit and loss account with a detailed analysis report? Now, I've not put it in yet, so it's now saying, give it to me then, and I can do it. So I did have one. P&L. Right, so I've got a bit of an extract here. So if you can see that on my screen, I asked ChatGPT to give me a dummy profit and loss account for this example. So perfect. So I'm just going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back into the chat that I'm in, and then I'm going to paste that into there and press enter. Now, can you see it's not got the name, it just says dummy, and it's got some typical expenses on there. And now it's giving me some information about what, obviously that's dollars. We'd put pounds if you're in the UK. So it gives me a little bit about the analysis summary, what gross profit is, what the operating profit is, net margin and stuff like that. But what about if I wanted some KPIs for these figures? So you could be an accountant that wants to do some management accounts. You've not got a software to do the management accounts, but you know you do the bookkeeping for them. So you can ask it to do this. Could you give me some KPIs for these figures? Okay, now it's telling me what KPIs are, and it's telling what some KPIs are, and it's giving me the formulas, and it's giving me the calculation. So this should be gross profit 60,000 and 100,000. If I have a look up here, yeah, 100,000 and 60,000. So it's actually giving it for that company. Let me just double check what else I can put. Let me just put, can you calculate the above KPIs using the above profit and loss account figures, just in case it was giving some of those as examples. Right, so now I think it's the same ones, but I just wanted to double check. So those KPIs, key performance indicators, which every business should have to analyze their results and be able to forecast going forwards, should have some of these. Not all of them. You don't have to have all of them, but some of these, like definitely gross profit margin and net profit margin, for example, and return on investments. But this is giving you how to calculate it and what that actually is with this scenario of the profit and loss account that I've just put in here. Perfect. That would have took ages to do that, doing it manually, or it could have cost a lot of money getting another software to calculate that for you. What's my next example? Okay, so now another thing that you can use Chat GPT for in your business is to ask for feedback from your clients, from your customers and your clients, which is definitely an absolutely good thing that you should do. Sometimes a little bit scary. Oh, something made me jump there. Something that might be a bit scary, asking for feedback, but you absolutely should, so you know where you can improve your products and services, and how you interact with your clients going forward for new ones. So what I'm going to ask ChatGPT for is, can you create a feedback collection form to help improve our customer service? Now, look at what's going. And I've only given it a general question. I've not gone into it into detail, but it's still giving me quite a lot about general information, the customer service on a scale of 1 to 10. What about communication, effectiveness? Did the customer service representative have a good understanding of your issue, problem, staff friendliness, example, etc.? So as you can see, that's brilliant. You could also, as in the previous example, do that as a checklist as well. So you know where it did the boxes where your clients and customers could tick it, you could create that into one of those instead. Again, you can copy and paste and then put that into your own format, put it into Canva, add your logos to it, all sorts. But again, look how quick that was. And now you've got a customer feedback form that you can email or whatever, however you Google Forms or anything like that, or another online survey platform that you can give to your clients to obtain that really interesting feedback that can help you with your business. So far, so good. We've done quite a lot of different things that you can use ChatGPT for in your business. Like I said, no matter what industry you are in. Okay, so next one. Again, don't forget, if you've got any questions, let me know. In fact, let me just double check. Do we have any questions? 1 second. I've come off. Hi, Mujibar. Can I get a chart of accounts or inventory list for any specific business that makes CGS? Yeah, try it. You can ask it anything. It's also a good thing, I'm going to show you in a second. You can have a bank statement and put that in there and ask it to analyze what nominal that would be in chart of accounts as well. Honestly, it's really good. So you can do anything. It's brilliant. Just don't put the personal information in there, like I said before. Right, let me share my screen again because it's just come off. I told you, being live has its limitations sometimes. Share screen, ChatGPT. Let's go back onto there. Okay, right, next one. I'm going to pretend now that I run a digital marketing agency and I want to write an interactive training manual for my employees. So let's go in here. Let me just double check on your screen that you can see what I can see. Yes, you can. Okay, so paste. Exactly what I've just said. Can you write me an interactive training manual for my employees? I run a digital marketing agency. Boom, look at that. Look how quick that is. It's still going, so I'm going to wait till it's finished. Right. So that's it's still going. It's got a lot of information on this one. So it says interactive training manual for, and then it's giving you a space so you can put your company name. It's even given as a table of contents. How good is that? An introduction, an understanding of digital marketing, the services that we offer, and it's actually given the list of services that are typical what I imagine that a digital marketing agency would offer: SEO, social media, pay-per-click, content marketing, etc. And that, so it's given us 15 sections for that. It's not broken them down, but like we said in the social media 30-day content calendar, you then could click that. Like, for example, it says chapter 2 is understanding digital marketing. The second bit is importance of digital marketing. So we could ask it for that and say, under here, write me an article on the importance of digital marketing. Now, I'm not saying if you're a business that this takes over you using a digital marketing agency. Absolutely not. This is me pretending I'm a digital marketing agency. Just wanted to get that there. Everything I'm doing in Chat GPT, I should say this now. Chat GPT is just a tool to help you. It doesn't replace people at all. It doesn't replace people in specific industries. It doesn't replace your marketing people. It doesn't replace your accountants, etc. It's just a tool that can save you internally time and create efficiencies. Just wanted to say that. Okay, so we now want to break that down for your training manual. So I'll just put that in there at the bottom and see what's the important. Write me an article on the importance of digital marketing. Boom, done it. There you go. So that one line for the second chapter of the importance of digital marketing, I've now got all this about just that one, all this here. Amazing. Right, what else have I got to show you? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Let me just copy it. Okay, 1 second. Have you ever in business struggled to write a job post for a new employee? I'm putting my hands up because I definitely have. You want to be able to stand out when you're writing a job post because you need that employee to come and work for you. But you want that job post to be exciting. You want it to stand out from the crowd so it doesn't look the same as everybody else's, so that your potential employees think, wow, they're good. I want to go and work for them. So let's ask Chat GPT. I might just call it Chat because Chat GPT is quite long to say. I might just call it my friend. And actually, you can create Chat GPT to be your assistant. Now, if you know me, you know I like Robbie Williams. My Chat GPT assistant is called Robbie. That's a true story. If I remember at the end, I'll show you, because my AI is called Robbie. Perfect. Anyway, let's get back to this. So write me a job posting for this position. Now, if you're asking it to do something specific like this, if you put the semicolon there, it knows what it's talking about. So I basically said, write me a job posting for this position. A bookkeeper, part-time, hybrid working, minimum experience 2 years. And I put, please write this job posting in an exciting way. Like I've just said, advertising for a bookkeeper, just basic stuff. Like I just put there, I'm wanting a bookkeeper, part-time hours. You can work from home, you can work from the office. You need to have 2 years experience. That's boring. It sounds boring. So help me Chat GPT to make it sound exciting. And it's even put some emojis in there as well, which is great because I like emojis. For your industry, you might not use emojis, but you can take them out. At the end of it, if you like the content of it, you can actually ask it to rewrite it and exclude the emojis, so you don't have to mess about taking them out yourself. So look at this. Join our team as a part-time bookkeeper. Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey with a dynamic and growing company? Do you have a passion for numbers, an eye for detail, and a knack for organizing financial information? If so, we have the perfect opportunity for you. Look at this about us, what the role's about. Hybrid working, because we've told it in the description it's hybrid working, so it's extended that into a paragraph. Minimum experience, rather than just saying we want you to have 2 years experience, it's expanded it and it's said it in a better way that makes it sound a bit more interesting and exciting. Then it says what we offer, how you apply for this job, and if there is an application deadline. Now, I don't know about you, like I've said, but writing job posts is a pain in the backside sometimes. So why not ask the free version of Chat GPT to help you do it? I've just done it for a part-time bookkeeper. Can you just imagine in your business right now, for your next role that you're going to want to advertise, how this can help you to write an appealing advert? It's brilliant. Right, let's move on because I've got loads more and I'm in my garden office and it's very warm. Okay, next one. Right. Again, I've told you I'm an accountant, so some of these are a little bit favoured towards accountancy, but you'll see how this is very adaptable to your industry. 1 second. So now we've just asked for a job description. Let's assume now we've got that bookkeeper coming for an interview, but I want to... CVs are all well and good, but people can fib on CVs. So I want to create an aptitude test for a bookkeeper. Chat GPT, I don't know if I'm saying it out loud if you can hear me, but produce me an aptitude test for a future bookkeeping employee using GBP as the currency and having multiple choice answers. It did it again in less than 3 seconds. So it's given me some multiple choice questions that once I've whittled down my CVs for my part-time bookkeeper and they're going to come in for an interview, they've got an aptitude test here. So I know if they know about bookkeeping as their CV says they do. And I've looked through these before this live session, and they are actually really good, really, really good. Now, an accountant looking for a bookkeeper or a bookkeeper looking for a bookkeeper should know these questions. And if I was looking to advertise for one, I could easily make these questions, as in easily, I know what questions to ask, but I wouldn't have been able to do it this fast to get it like this. And again, now I could, I mean, how many? It's got 20 questions, 20. And it's actually telling you there's 1 point to every correct answer. And then it's telling you at the bottom, the actual key of what the answers, well, not what the answers are, but 8 to 20 points. Excellent. Quick. Where do I sign you up? I want you to start straight away. 14 to 17. Yeah, you're okay. Might need to help you a little bit once you start with us. 10 to 13 average, below 10 needs improvement. But, and I could also go in there and ask Chat GPT, by the way, what the answers are to these questions, but I've got loads more, so I'm going to not do that. But as you can see, that's perfect. I can now put that into a PDF with my logo on, ready for when clients are coming for their interviews. Let's go through some more. We've literally got about 10 more examples, but I hope you're really enjoying this with all these different scenarios of how you can use Chat GPT to save you time. I've got next one. Let's keep on that theme of interview questions now. So let's have a little look. So we've been able to advertise for the role. We've given somebody an aptitude test. Now I want some questions that I can ask this bookkeeper when I interview them. So here's the stuff. A list of questions that I should ask in the interview to help me assess their qualification, skills and suitability for my role. So about the background, knowledge of UK accounting standards, what they're like with softwares, what they're like with record keeping, financial reporting, attention to detail, which is obviously crucial for a bookkeeper, communication skills, problem solving, time management, ethical standard. This just look like, how good is that? So it's all good interviewing people, but you need to be prepared for when they are either face-to-face with you or whether you're doing it on Zoom or Teams. You've got questions there that you can use as a starting point before you have your interview. Brilliant. What else have we got? Okay, so you can also use Chat GPT to gather information as well. So again, look, I'm being really biased here, aren't I? But I'm on the accounting theme, but hopefully you can see how this will relate to all industries. I'm a UK accountant. I need to look at the different bookkeeping softwares that are available to me. I need to slow it down. I need to know what's good about each of them, what's bad, and the pricing. So it said, certainly, there are several popular bookkeeping software options available in the UK for the UK accountants. Here are some. Is given the major ones that you'll have probably heard of is given number 1, Xero. Number 2, QuickBooks. I mean, I would have switched those around if it were me because I like QuickBooks. Anyway, so it's telling you Xero, QuickBooks, Sage, Wave, Free Agent, Cashflow, and each one is giving you the pros, the cons, and the prices. Now, can you imagine if you wanted to, you just started up as an accountant and running your own practice, and you know that you need to use some accounting software for your clients. How long would it take you to go through all of these 6 different bookkeeping softwares, going onto the website, researching it, looking at the good things, the bad things, and how much they cost? It certainly would take you longer than 10 seconds that this is just given to you. Obviously, you know, you might do a bit more research once you've got this information, but if you're just starting out, you might not even know which are the major ones. So to use Chat GPT to gather information is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is perfect. And again, at the bottom, it says, look, remember, the best software for you will depend on your specific needs, the size and complexity of your client's business. So yeah, it's just giving you that starting point and that information to start you on your journey. If you are an accountant that's just starting out and you wanted to look at which software is best for you. It's brilliant. This one. Okay, next one. Can you write me? Let me do a new chat. Hopefully you can see now that it's limitless in how it can help you. Right, I wanted to push my luck on this one by just giving it a tiny bit of information. So I said to you before, the more information you give it, the better equipped it is with giving you a more tailored answer. So I'll give it a little bit on this one just to see and push it. Can you write me a 12-month business plan for a new coffee shop business? I'm not giving it anything, no financials, nothing like that. I've literally asked it, what can you give me for a 12-month business plan? But I was gobsmacked by what it gave me on this. So it's telling you, look, month 1 to 2, this is your pre-launch preparation. You need to do thorough market research. You need to find a suitable location. You need to develop a unique value proposition. You need to secure some funding if you've not got any, you know, personal loans, as it says there, or personal savings, investors, blah, blah, blah. Establish relationships with local suppliers for coffee beans, pastries, etc. Brilliant, thank you. Okay, that's what we need to do before pre-launch. Month 3 to 4, the legal and the operational setup. Tells you about registering your business, do it, hiring and training staff, setting up your accounting, very important. Interior setup, month 5 to 6, and branding, month 7 to 8, your grand opening and initial marketing, month 9 to 10, community engagement and growth, 11 to 12, expansion and future planning. I mean, that's brilliant. So if you're watching this right now and you actually want to start a business, maybe you're employed and you want to do something part-time, or maybe you want to leave your employment and go full-time doing working for yourself, and you've got an idea of what business you want to do, but you don't really know where to start, why not ask Chat GPT to give you a 12-month plan? Like I said, I've literally just given it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 words I give it, just a tiny little excerpt, and look at everything it's given me. So can you imagine if you put in there, I want a coffee shop business. I want it to turn over 120 grand a year. It's in this location. This is how much it costs for coffee beans. This is what I want to sell pastries. Can you give me a plan on a mix of the products I should sell to be able to make that 120 grand turnover? And it'll do it for you. It will absolutely do it for you. Let me go down because I think I'm obviously been on for a long time now, but as you can tell, I'm very excited about Chat GPT. Right, this is another one. Again, a bit biased. It's an accounting one, but it's good. And it's one of the questions that most accountants get asked all the time. I'm an accountant that has a UK business owner clients. Can you produce me an email I can send to my business clients in bulk detailing the most tax efficient way for a director to take salary and dividends from their business? So I've asked it to write me an email, and it has done. It's given me the subject line, dear client's name. You obviously put the placeholder there. And then it's giving you everything in there for you to be able to send this to your clients if you've got business owner clients as an accounting company, accounting practice, about everything to do with salaries and dividends and things like that. So again, you'd need to tweak it a little bit for yourself. And because this is now going into taxation and stuff like that, always make sure that they are correct before you send it to your clients. But it's giving you that massive starting point that you can, if you're happy with it, copy and paste into your email and then just tweak the little bits that you need to tweak for your business. Let's have a little look. Okay. I'm going to analyze something for bookkeeping bias, aren't I, when it comes to accounting. Right. Can you analyze the following bank statement into categories for my bookkeeping? Right, I have an example set of bank transactions here. Here's one I prepared earlier. So let's whack that in there. It's a very simple one. It's a little bank statement. It's got money's in, money's out. It's in pounds this time, so that's better because we're in the UK. So I've asked it to analyze the bank statement. That's a typical bank statement, just showing the date, the description, money in, money out, and a balance at the end. And I want it to categorize the transactions into categories, nominals, for my bookkeeping. So this is what it's done. Money in, it's categorized it, money out, and it's told you what categories they should go to. Absolutely perfect. So again, that's not a substitute for bookkeepers or accountants. It's just helping you if you're a small business, so you can see, and maybe you can help your accountant to categorize where things should go in your accounts. But like I say, you can ask it questions, but you can also input things into here as well. It will absolutely analyze it. Okay, few more. Hope you're bearing with me. How many more have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. I'm nearly there. But I don't want to miss anything. Right, let's come away from the accounting now. I'm now a plumber. I'm a UK plumber. And I want you to write me a blog post for my social media about why consumers should use a professional and accredited plumber and the risks of not using one. Also, can I have some pictures in this too? Send it. How many seconds? 1 second. Title, because I've said a blog post. It's giving me a title. It's then giving me an introduction. I mean, I don't know anything about plumbing. But it looks like Chat GPT does. But if you're a plumber, you would check it again. I can't reiterate that. You need to check it. But it's telling you an introduction about plumbing and why you should use a professional plumber, the expertise and knowledge, the compliance with regulations, the quality workmanship. I asked it to put pictures in. Now, it won't. So in mine, it doesn't give pictures, but I know that somebody else that uses it and it does. But you could easily just go on to Canva or any website where you can use pictures that are royalty free and just pop these in here when you export these into your Word document or whatever you want to use to get this out for this blog post. But can you see it's like left the pictures where you would put them, but it's given everything. Look, the risks of not using a professional accredited plumber, the safety hazards, the voided warranties, etc. And it's got a conclusion. So if you're a plumber watching this and you're not doing any social media for a while, there's a post for you for tomorrow on your LinkedIn and your Instagram. Let's go. Right, this is a good one. Well, they're all good ones, but I know this is a good one as well. If you're a business owner, sometimes it happens, it's life. You'll get an angry customer sending you an angry email. And we all know that emails always come across more angry than if that person would have picked the phone up to you. Okay, so the initial reaction is, right, reply back angrily. No. Let's ask Chat GPT to do it very professionally. So let's have a look. I've asked Chat GPT to reply to this email, and this is the email that I've copied in here from an angry client. It's been more than 3 days since I first emailed you about my complaint. As I mentioned, I'm not able to sign into your customer portal or access any of my past invoices. My accountant is livid. I need those documents ASAP. I need a response right now, or else I will be terminating my account with you. Okay, well, that's quite an angry customer. So let's deal with it in a professional way because we don't want him to leave. Right, okay. So it's an Chat GPT knows it's an email because I've said reply to this email. So it's giving you a subject title, dear customer's name. You type that in, obviously. Apologize with a Z, so make sure you change it to an S if you're in the UK. He's saying, I apologize for the inconvenience you've experienced and the delay in addressing your concerns. I understand the urgency of the situation. I would like to assure you that your issue is being taken seriously. I sincerely apologize for the frustration. Our technical team we will do this. I apologize again. Look at this. Perfect. And I don't know about you. I probably wouldn't have been able to write that in such an, not a professional way. I would have been able to do it professional, but it's quite, how do we say it? It's really targeting the pain of the angry client, and it's addressing everything that they've said, and it's saying it in such a good way that if I was the angry client, I would read that and go, okay, yeah, they've got my back, they're looking into it, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. So again, you can use it for stuff like this that you might not have even thought of that you can use it for. Right, another one. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. I just wanted to show you the full capabilities of how it can be used. This one, right? So you're in business and you want to buy a machine for your business. Now you want to know whether, if you bought this piece of equipment, if you're going to have a return on investment for buying it. So I've given it as an example. Calculate the ROI, return on investment, of the following. The price of a new piece of equipment is £3,229. It will cost about £150 a month to run this machine. The expected increase in revenue should be £450 per month. So now it's telling you, Chat GPT is telling you how to calculate the return on investment. And then it tells you what each of those things mean. And then it's then giving you the ROI for the exact values that I've given to it. So it's basically saying the ROI on this is 9.29%. This means for every pound invested in the equipment, you can expect a return of roughly 9.29 pence. So it's a positive. It's a positive. So that's really good to be able to do stuff like this as well, to look at some finances to see if you're going to buy a new piece of equipment, is it going to give you that return on investment? You could, let's have a look. You could write product descriptions in here. Could ask it to write product descriptions. So write a product description for the following, semicolon, an 8-week group coaching course where you will learn how to optimize your project management software and spend less time at your office. I mean, everybody wants that, don't they? But did you see how quick that was again? And this is the free version. Literally seconds, not even seconds, probably 1 second. And it's giving you course highlights. I said 8 weeks. Did I say 8 weeks? I did. It's giving me 8 weeks. Obviously, you would need to expand these, but it's giving you that starting point of creating an 8 weeks course to learn how to optimize, to use my project management software and spend less time in my office because I'm using it properly. Perfect. Okay, let's do 2 more and then we'll call it a day because we've done quite a lot. I think it's 25 examples in here, but I hope you can see the benefit. Right, okay, I want it to write me an email newsletter now on the following topic, semicolon. Never spend more than 1 hour per day in your email. Okay, I think we all want that, spend less time in our emails. So it's giving us a subject and it's giving us a subscriber's name because it knows it's an email newsletter. So this will go out to your subscribers of your newsletter. And it's literally giving you examples of what you should do to not spend more than 1 hour a day in your emails. And they are really good. Set yourself clear objectives, prioritize your inbox, unsubscribe and filter, adopt the 2-minute rule, schedule time, use templates and canned responses, set boundaries. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? We've got one more, which I think is really useful for you to see. So can you imagine you want to, you have a product launch, you've got a new product, but you've got a meeting with your potential buyers, your customers, sorry. You need to discuss with them that it's now 2 weeks behind. So it's a little bit of a negative subject, but you need to create you need to have a 45-minute meeting, but you need to have a clear meeting agenda. You'll know if you're in business, if you don't have clear agendas for your meetings, they can really overrun. A little bit like this live now, because I'm getting very carried away with it because it's really good. Anyway, so this has given us a meeting agenda for 45 minutes, and it's broken them down into the 45 minutes because that's what I've specifically told it, that it's a 45-minute meeting. It's given everything, the date, time, duration, location. This is the objective of the meeting. There's a welcome and intro, 5 minutes. There's a review of the current status, 10 minutes. Identifying reasons for the delay, 10 minutes. Discussion on solutions and mitigation, 10 minutes. And then an action plan, responsibility, 5 minutes. Resource allocation support, 5 minutes. Next steps, follow-up, 5. Closing remarks, 5. Absolutely brilliant. Now, can you imagine doing that yourself? I mean, you'll be able to, obviously, but can you imagine doing that yourself in less than 3 seconds? You're not going to be able to, are you? You really won't. You really, really won't. Right, let me just stop this sharing. I really hope that you've enjoyed this session. and I know it's been nearly an hour, but I use Chat GPT. I show my coaching clients how to use Chat GPT. It isn't a substitute for people, like I've said at the beginning. You need to use it with caution if you're asking it technical questions, and you shouldn't just copy and paste, like I've said. And you definitely shouldn't put any personal information in there. But I just wanted to give you a few examples, 25 to be precise, I think it was, of how you can use this in various industries, in various ways, to help you with social media ideas, to help you with check sheets, lists, to help find new staff, to help get new staff once they're here with the aptitude test, to help with interview questions, to help with angry emails, all sorts. So I really, really thank you for sticking with me for all this time, and I really appreciate your time. And I hope you found this really, really useful. And I would love to know if this has inspired you to now use ChatGPT more, if you were already using it, or if you've not had it, if it's inspired you to download the free version. I really hope it's helped you to find some inspiration on how it can improve efficiencies in your business and save you time. And if you have anything else that you want to ask about it, please, please, please feel free to put any questions in the comments that I will pick up later on after the live. And I would love to know if you've done anything else in ChatGPT that has really saved you time that you can share with the world, so we can see that as well. And I will see you. Oh, I've just got somebody. Absolutely. I love it. It's our new toy. Brilliant. I love that, Charlotte. It's so good, isn't it? So anyway, all on my next BFF show. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.